Okay, good morning, everybody. Today's assignment here is sort of the same idea that we had yesterday as far as the learning target. We're still talking about consequences. Yesterday, we kind of went with a bigger story of the hurricane in Galveston that led to some changes and actually maybe more concrete ways. And some of these things you'll see again, the difference between adaptation and modification. Permanent with modification, like cutting down trees. Adaptations, more behavior where you deal with or cope with the environment. If we look here, Galveston Bay, we kind of talked about that yesterday. We talked about the seawall in yesterday's lesson, but you also had more than just that. Galveston Bay was dredged and sand used to elevate the city. So they elevated the city of Galveston. The wetlands around Houston had been drained to create more stable land. Bios and wetlands drained and redesigned to create the Port of Houston. So, whoops, go back here. So these are all different ways that they modified to make it safer for hurricanes and better for business. And there's going to be consequences, obviously, whenever you wildlife and different things that whenever you permanently change the environment like that. So, what changes do you think might need to be made to protect cities like Galveston in the future? So, this one is just more think about what the Monday's lesson, Tuesday's lesson, and then what sort of things. Just um, provide something, and then give a reason why, and that'll be good enough. Then we have is the creation of the Port of Houston an example of a modification or adaptation? Explain your answer, and you can use this to help you. And then this one, then we come into this. Are these examples of adaptation or modification? Here's oil drilling. Here is a boom town that's being put up back in the day, and here is the Houston ship channel. So here is a chart. Whoops, here is a chart for you that goes with those three. You pick whether it's an adaptation or a modification, and then you explain it. And again, you're going back to this definition to explain it. And then finally, a final answer: what is a negative consequence of modifying or adapting to the environment? Just pick one of anything that you can think of, and that would be just about it for this assignment. And this kind of mini unit that I would say, just to refresh our memories on modification and adaptation, because human beings and how we control the environment. Obviously, things like climate change are in the news today, but we've always used the environment, and there's always been positive and negative things that go with it. Okay.